Hello and welcome to Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Jen Zielinski. Our top story. A Vernon man remains in hospital after he was stabbed Tuesday night. A Good Samaritan found the victim stumbling around on Pandozzi Street in Kelowna, bleeding from his wounds. Police arrived on scene and were able to stop the victim's bleeding until paramedics arrived. It's believed he was stabbed in the leg during an alleged assault that took place in a nearby apartment complex. The victim was nearly unconscious when rushed to hospital and was not fully cooperative with investigators. The future of Rutland Centennial Hall is being questioned. The building will be 50 years old next year, and everything from the flooring to the windows is original and needs replacing. Now the Rutland Park Society Board is looking to the community to take the right step forward.
Renovate the hall to the best of society's abilities with the existing funding. Number 2, replace the hall with a new structure and maintain the existing uses. And number 3, replace the hall with some new uses and complemented with some maybe commercial space that could be used to support the ongoing operations.
An open house is planned for May to seek feedback from the community and stakeholders on what should happen to the hall. Residents who regularly walk along Mill Creek were disgusted to find garbage littered along the water. According to police, there's been an increasing number of homeless people setting up small shelters along the creek, especially near Harvey Avenue and Birch Avenue.
This is a common occurrence, and there's just homeless people that have nowhere, don't have a place, and try to camp out and try to get shelter for the night. And usually we move them along during the course of the day, and then other us or bylaws usually will come and take what's left if it's abandoned, or majority of times we'll give people time, an hour, something to move along, collect their belongings. But most people are cooperative because they know most of them, and most of them will move along in a matter of time, just get their stuff together and move along.
If you find discarded needles or garbage from a homeless camp near the creek, call the city bylaw or RCMP. A local resident is upset with how his grandma was treated at the Kelowna General Hospital and came to Castanet to tell his story of how his loved one was left in the hallway for hours with no water.
I looked at one girl, a nurse, and said, could I get some water for my grandma, or could you show me where I could get the water? She literally looked at me and just with disgust and walked away like I'd asked her the wrong questions. In came a doctor finally, and that had been about 3.5 hours by the time her first doctor saw her. And that was the first time she had water. So the doctor came in with a student, a medical student named Henry. Henry got her some water. Of course, she had to pee again. And Henry went looking for a nurse and came back and looked at me like, we're on our own. His exact words were, "Dude, it's you and me."
Interior Health apologizes for the incident and said those who have had a negative experience in their care have to contact the Patient Quality Care Office. BC Transit wants to know what you think about their service. So this week, transit workers attended bus stops to ask riders what they could do better and what they liked about taking public transit. Castanet was there to see what people said.
Yeah, more reliability on the main routes like the 97 would be appreciated, because I've had this bus not show up when I need it to get crosstown to Peachland and stuff like that.
For the most part, it's reliable, but I've had some experiences where I've had to drive myself to school because the bus hasn't shown up, or buses are late, so I miss a connecting bus.
Well, it's a lot better than it was last year. The drivers are a lot more courteous, not grouchy like they were.
Well, that wraps up Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Jen Zielinski. Thanks for watching.